Once again, it's a privilege to be welcome into your homes. Today we are reading from Mark chapter 2, verse 23 to 28. As Jesus was passing through a field of grain on the Sabbath, his disciples began to make a path while picking the heads of grain. At this, the Pharisees said to him, "Look, why are they doing what is unlawful on the Sabbath?" He said to them, "Have you never read what David did when he was in need and he and his companions were hungry? How he went into the house of God when Abiathar was high priest and ate the bread of offering that only the priest could lawfully eat, and shared it with his companion. Then he said to them, the Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. That is why the Son of Man is the Lord, even of the Sabbath." The Pharisees are critical of the disciples who pluck ears of corn from a cornfield to eat as they walk along on a Sabbath day. They probably consider such activity a form of reaping, and reaping was one of the many works forbidden on the Sabbath. Jesus, however, takes a much more common sense view. The disciples were hungry, and this was a legitimate way for them to satisfy their hunger. In saying that the Sabbath was made for man and not man for the Sabbath, Jesus was giving priority to human need over certain forms of religious law. He was saying to the Pharisees that they had their priorities wrong. If a religious law is preventing people from meeting their basic human needs, there's something wrong with it. Law, including religious law, is there to serve the well-being of the human person. Jesus took seriously the human person in all his or her complexity. He came not to serve a set of laws, but to serve God's people, especially those in the greatest material and spiritual need. He came that all people may have life and have it to the full. Dear friends, law, religious or otherwise, is at the service of that fullness of life for all. Shalom. Peace.